This is a way to start. We're up in Northern Manitoba this week at my favorite destination. It's Dunlop's. And of course, when we got here, you get a severe cold front come through. What we're going to go through this week is we're going to go through options, techniques, and location so you can get through the cold front. Because let me tell you, it can be tough. But when you start off like that is not too bad. So this week, that's what we're going to cover. Glad you're here. Welcome to the show.
We're now south of 55. We're gonna take a little scenic drive down Interstate 49. We're just looking for a good time. Better buy another case of beer, 'cause you know you're gonna need it here. Time to go. Yeah, we're gonna start the show. It's time to call your friends and let the fun begin.
Prairie Grove Shotgun Sports, Columbia, Missouri's premier shooting facility with the widest range of disciplines in the Midwest, including an awesome 90-foot tower. Shooting fun for the entire family. Prairie Grove Shotgun Sports, the official clay crushing club of Hook and Hunt TV.
Holy cow, I threw out this super shad wrap. Man, for as crummy as the weather is today, I'll tell you what, these big fish are biting. Mike, here he comes, buddy.
Come, buddy, I'm gonna stand in my net.
Yeah, I loosened a drag on him here. Just let that big female just go. She's gonna make another run here. Oh my goodness. She hammered that thing. I'm gonna bring her on your side over here, Mike.
Head first.
Bring her on your side here.
Head
There's
first,
a pretty fish. Attaboy! Nice! Way to go, buddy. I just took it out of the box. This is Rappel's new Super Shad Wrap with the walleye pattern, 4th cast. This is awesome. Oh, nice. It's a nice, healthy pike, man. The way she hit that Super Shad Wrap, she actually came flying out of the water. It was really cool. I love days like this when you're catching pike this size and bigger. Awesome. Let's put her back here. This water's so cold, you know, you still got to be careful with them. But let me flip her out there. There you go.
If you're looking for a superior patterning, high-velocity shotgun shell, look no further than Spectre Shot. Spectre Shot uses a patented process to color code the shot, generating improved ballistics and tighter, more uniform patterns with their waterfowl loads. Spectre Shot's turkey loads are nickel-plated, delivering maximum knockdown power, resulting in quick, clean kills. Choose Spectre Shot and see the difference today.
What's happened now with this cold front, you can tell it's snowing out and everything. Water temperatures dropped like 7 degrees in the last day and a half. That's tough fishing. So the pike have actually moved out of the bays, and now what we're doing is we're fishing deeper water adjacent to the bays that they were spawning in. If you're watching when I make the cast, I'm making long sweeps with that flat stick, reeling up my slack that allows that bait to pause with the heavier leader that I have on there, and that's where most of the fish are striking. You can obviously tell it's cold because when we get this fish in, almost all of them are hooked on the back hook. Hey, as long as we're getting them in the boat, I don't care, but that bait has got to work slower. It's not hard fishing, you just have to be persistent and stick with it. When you have a severe cold front like this, the more patience you have and the slower you make those baits work, the better your odds are to catch more fish. Hey, since that weather was so bad out there today, I thought we'd come inside and give you the equipment essentials that we use today. No doubt it was challenging conditions. So when the fish were shallow, what we caught the biggest fish on, or probably the most fish, was a Z-Man Heroes. Now that's made of that Elastec, okay? This is a 10-inch bait, and there's a lot of whitefish back in the bays and the deep water adjoining those areas. So we were focusing on that, so I wanted something that was gonna match that. So we used that it's actually 10x tough Elastec. It's Heroes, and here's how I rigged it. I had a 7.0 VMC hook, and you've got a little hook slot underneath here, but since I wanted to keep it weedless and I also wanted to get a positive hook set, I rigged it upside down. So what I did is I went right past the barb, immediately exited 90 degrees, and when I pulled it up on there, that Elastec is so strong, I put it right back in the hook slot, right here. You just move the bait up a little bit. As soon as that hook comes through, it's basically text pose rigging where the hook is on the outside and that connects right to your leader. And all I was doing was twitching and letting it fall. Because this Elastec floats so much, when it would go nose down, the tail would actually start floating up back toward the top and bring the bait up like this. Perfect dying bait fish in cold water. Excellent representation, and we really whacked them on this thing until it got super cold. Now, the setup we used, typical from Savior Outdoors, is the Savior Outdoors Jimmy Stick, and this is the all-purpose pike rod that I helped design last year. To that, I tied a 100-pound Terminator titanium leader, and we had 50-pound Suffix performance braid. That's my setup for all my pike fishing all the time. 6.3 to 1 gear ratio reel that handles all the lures, all of the stuff that I want to use when I'm pike fishing right there. Okay, now when the temperature dropped, and it did, it started raining, then the wind started blowing, heck, it turned to snow. So what we had to do then is those fish backed out of the shallows, and then we had to go find them in deeper water. So what we did is we picked 2 river areas that were adjacent to the spawning areas where we were catching those fish. So we did a couple different baits. Some of you have seen me throw this bait on the show before when we're pike fishing. Fantastic. This is the Subwalk, color I use all the time, and it's bone chartreuse. We came out with this bait in 2009, and I've been catching big pike on it ever since. Absolutely phenomenal bait. Other one, another standard that's always in our boat, is a Storm Flat Stick. The 7-inch is without question, one of the best all-purpose pike baits that I've ever thrown. Again, in this lake, you have burbot and you have walleye, so right there, that brown, that orange, that matched both of those species that the pike are targeting. Absolutely fantastic lure. How we did this is not just reel it in, but throw it out, make long pulls with the rod, reel up the line. That would allow that bait to pause, and you had this, in this cold water, you had to let it pause. The longer you let it pause, the more of a chance you had to strike. Now, just as the fish started moving out of those shallows, one of the lures that I always like to use, another staple, and that's the Super Shad Wrap. This is a new walleye pattern that Rapala came out with last year, and since a lot of the fish in those channels, like I said, were either whitefish, burbot, or walleyes, all 3 of these are the choices that we stuck with. Whenever I'm fishing Canadian shield lakes like this one here, I always want to stick in clear water with stuff that matches the forage that those big pike are feeding on. So that's it right there. Make sure that you always have good tools with you. This is Rapala's braided scissors and their new ergonomically correct pliers, which are absolutely fantastic. They help you crush the barbs down, which you will need to do when you're fishing in Manitoba. They also really help with the angle here to get hooks out a lot easier. That's the equipment, everything that we use for catching these pike. Cold front conditions can be tough. The way to do it is set up, prepare ahead of time, be ready. It could be a long day. It could also be a very rewarding one. And now it's time for your Nord Outdoor Power Tip of the Week.
Hi, this is Doug. Hey, how many times do you have a bunch of straps laying in a box and it takes you a long time to untangle them, get them ready to go, and then you find out they're cut and they're damaged and that type of thing? Well, these new quick loader straps are really excellent. We've got them available on our website, but let me show you how quick this is to load. All I got to do, go up like this, swing over to the other side. I'm going to ratchet down like that. It's done. It's ready to go. We've got these in a 1,500 pound, 3,000 pound, 4,500 pound, and 10,000 pound brake strength strap. When I'm ready to go, that's all I got to do to bring it back. Put it back in the truck. Got a nice little package.
And that was your Nord Outdoor Power Tip of the Week. Hook up with my outdoor power source at nordpower.com. Bite Me Sport Fishing, Venice, Louisiana's premier fishing experience. Tuna, redfish, snapper, sharks, and more. Fishing comfort from their 30-foot Triton offshore fishing machine. This will be the adventure of your lifetime. Call 877-904-TUNA or hook up with them at BiteMeSportFishingVenice.com.
CROWLEY.com.
Let me sport fishing, baby! Look at that! Look at that!
Be happy. Do you want to be right? You can make this easy or be miserable. You can kick and scream and fight. He said, boy, you'll never win, and you'll spend all your life just suffering. Just be happy, 'cause you're never right. Woo, said you're never right. Boy, you said you're never right.
Yes! Yes! That is awesome! Oh! That's what we wanted. Oh my goodness.
Nice one.
That is a beautiful place. He ate that Seaman Heroes. It's engulfed. It is absolutely engulfed. Let me get some of this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. That is a big trophy fish. I'll tell you what, folks. We're going to take some pictures of this fish. We'll put it back. I don't want to keep her out of the water too much. Mike, thanks for everything, buddy. It was awesome. I'll tell you what, you've got to come to Dunlop's. This is why. You have a shot at a trophy fish of a lifetime, you come to Dunlop's. Go to dunlopfishing.com. Check them out on our main page. Get here. It's your chance at a trophy of your lifetime. Hey, before you leave, check out all the sponsors that help bring hookandhunttv.com to you each and every week. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so glad you're here. God bless you. I'm Jim CROWLEY. We'll see you soon.